today we have a lot of product placement happening. So he's got a ball.
Super Bowl ball.
I've got a pink poodle.
Stay positive. John Gordon, shout out. T-shirt.
Love yourself. Hashtag Yotel. Thank you, Yotel, for sponsorship. We have a dog, special guest.
Hey, monkey.
And that's all for you.
Next.
Oh, wait, next. We put it out, some feelers out to our fans and followers. Fuck buddies. And we wanted to ask you some questions that you wanted to ask us. One, is Yogi single? He's
No.
married. Is he married to a man?
I hope not. She's not. As far as I know, Amy is a female.
How do you balance the life between the 5-star and the hostels and van life on travels?
For me, it's pretty fun because for the last 13 years or so, during the season, college football season, I'm traveling very well because I'm getting put up in hotels to do games. So I almost want to, what do you call it? Like I kind of want to just strip back and get back to like a very simple life in the off season. So I like to decompress in hostels. It's kind of like a little dichotomy, if you will, for me as a traveler. And now I don't do every trip in hostel because I have a child and a wife and a family. But I do always feel you should do one night on all your trips in hostel just to maintain that vibe. Some people call it a flash packer, right? Dips between a backpacker and somebody who travels a little flash like Ravi, right in the middle there. Have you got
Okay,
that
and
term?
for me, I've never heard of a flash packer. Thank you. But for me, how I balance that out is I don't do hostels or van life unless I'm with Yogi. So when we travel together, I know that I'm in for a treat. So the next question was, where are you dying to go that you've never been?
There's a lot of places like
One.
Sri Lanka. Almost went there last year, but got married and went to Bali instead against the ring.
Iceland for me.
Well, you passed.
I
up on
did
that
pass
trip.
on a trip to Iceland with my brother. And moving into our segment of the week.
Our segment of the week brought to you by. Bum, 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 bum. All of our props today are sponsored by ourselves. Anyway, this segment of the week, brought to you by Monkey, is...
Find your light.
So we both traveled to over 30 countries. You've done 32, I've done 34, right? Or you're 30 and I'm 32?
I think I'm 32, but you're like
Regardless.
31.
Yeah, regardless. What's the biggest takeaway that traveling has taught you? If you had to boil it down, I know there's a why behind the answer. What do you take away from exploring if you were to say one statement?
The real reason why I do this,
Let's go.
the real reason why I do this is to really dive in to the local queer perspective. So why I travel places is to understand the queer humanity around the world and share their stories.
Good. The biggest takeaway I've had from my travels, a couple more countries than Ravi, but he's counting,
One less actually, but I'm not counting.
is I've always thought, and I learned this my very first trip that was like a couple weeks, was to climb and hike Machu Picchu, right? So you go to Peru, you fly to Lima, Cusco, and you start walking, basically. And what I recognized that I went there to see, the lost city of Machu Picchu. Like it's epic. It's worth the hike. Don't take the train. It's a weak sauce move. But what I recognize is that I spent all this time and energy to go see this thing, this place, this magic, and what I realized was that I saw myself in a different light. And I've tested that theory on every trip. You go to Bali to see the beaches, saw myself in a different light. That was an easy one because I got married at the time. But I can go down a list: Cambodia, Vietnam, India, Cuba, everywhere. That's happened because you go because you're like, I want to go see the thing. There comes a point in every trip. Maybe it's in the flight home or when you land, or maybe it's the second day, who knows? But that to me has been the greatest line when I think of traveling is you go to see something specific and what you see is yourself in a different light.
You did say one sentence and that was a lot. That was
Well, that was the why. The one sentence though was...
Okay. Well, it was a great explanation though as well. Like,
Thanks.
I'm gonna give it to you. He's the older brother, so like, I learn from him. I do.
And I learned from you. Namaste.
Namaskar. what I would love to challenge our viewers, our fans and followers, I'd love to challenge you all to think about the reasons why you like to travel. Is it to escape? Is it to find a new light, see yourself in a new light? Is it to uncover humanity in a new way? Is it to go hiking? Is it to chase sunsets? What is the reason and the passion behind why you travel?
Or is it to not know and to get lost? Like, I think right now, if I may, we're all in this grieving period in our world. Right? You wake up every morning and a new number comes across your phone of how many people have passed away from coronavirus. And in the process of grieving, some might argue that the sixth step, a lot of times they say there's 5 steps in grieving, the sixth step is meaning. So you're seeking and searching for meaning among all this. So I think sometimes traveling, like, you just know you gotta go. We've all felt that in our own community, like, I just need to get out of here right now, right? I felt this in this home, I need to get out of here right now. And you go out and you take a break and you find meaning. And I think that is a huge role for us now, not to double down on, I'm gonna go to 30 places in the next year. Once I travel, once they lift the ban, once I get on a plane, I'm gonna go. Versus, like, find meaning of your places that you wanted to go to. Like, did you just want to go there because it's Instagrammable? Or did you have great meaning behind why you wanted to go?
But also, if it is because it's Instagrammable, that's also okay.
That's the point. Like, is that the meaning? And if that's the meaning, then make that the meaning. I hope that there's more than that, because there's much more magic to traveling that existed far beyond when we had a smartphone that could take our video. So that to me is a very poignant part right now of where you are when you can't travel, is grieve in the world you're in and find meaning around where you want to be and how you see yourself in the new world that we're going to come out into, because it will be new. It's a walk-off.
You can't just do a walk-off.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm this guy.
So thank you for tuning in. If you agree with what he has to say, or what I have to say, or what neither of us have to say, please drop a little line below. If you like what the dog looks like, great. If you don't, bye. And subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going.
Let's.
Okay. And until next time, take us out. Beep. That was pretty good.
Pretty good.